Alright, today we are replacing Fz07 oil pan. I had a little too much fun and put a nice hole into it. So let's get it done. Did a quick look over. It looks like really all you need is a 5mm Allen and a 12mm socket. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get the 12mm and we're gonna take off the header bolts right in there. There's gonna be 4 of them. Supposed to be 4 of them. I'm missing one, but we've got one to replace it, don't worry. So we're gonna get those off, get the exhaust out of the way so that way we can get to some bolts that are hidden. All right, got the exhaust out of the way, just loose. We just need enough room to get some of the bolts out. Now there's going to be like 11 or 12 of these 5mm bolts. We're gonna loosen all those up and drop the pan down. All right, now that we've got all the bolts out, we're gonna go ahead and just pry this off. Should just come right down like that, nothing crazy. Get it on all sides. Move that exhaust out of the way. Here we go, nice beautiful oil pan with a nice beautiful hole into it. I should not be able to see the bike through there. Everything looks good down there. We're gonna just get all this cleaned up. All right, so it looks like we've got some gasket maker on here, not a big deal. We're just gonna take some plastic razors, scrape all this clean along the edges, get all that nastiness off. Take a clean rag, clean off the oil pickup and everything, and then we'll get it ready to put the new pan on. All right, now that we've got everything cleaned up, looks a lot better. It's actually silver and not black. Awesome. Put the gasket on. You just lay it on top. Make sure it's in the right position, obviously. And then we are going to put the new oil pan onto the bike. All right, now that we've got them all hand tight, we're gonna go around, we're gonna snug them all down. I like using a 3/8 ratchet because I feel like it keeps me from over tightening any bolts and snapping anything. So we're gonna use a 3/8 ratchet to go around, snug everything down. And then once we're done with that, we can put the exhaust back on, put some oil in it, and get started. When I do this, I'm gonna start in each corner so I make sure it gets tightened equally all the way around. Then I'll do this side, I'll do the opposite one on that side, this one, opposite one on that side. Front one, opposite one on that side, and so on and so forth, until it's tightened down equally. All right, we got the new oil pan on, everything's tightened down. We're gonna put the exhaust headers on, tighten those down, fill it with oil, and get it started. All right, we got our exhaust in place. We got it where it needs to be. We're gonna send these up, put the bolts on, and tighten it down. All right, so we've got the headers on there, tight. Made sure the drain plug was tight. All of our our oil pan bolts are tight. Now we're gonna fill the bike up. I run T6 and literally all of my bikes cannot go wrong with T6. I'm gonna put 3 quarts in and then we're gonna fire it up, make sure there's no leaks. All right, we've got everything on, got everything tightened, got oil in the bike. Let's go ahead and start it up. And we are done. No leaks on the bike. Everything runs great. Back to ripping and having some more fun.